I am in the ancient Mayan city of Chichen Itza. Behind me is a giant pyramid that also serves a function of their calendar. Now, this place is pretty awesome. The Mayans were also known for human sacrifices and other crazy cool stuff we're going to learn. This is the Kukulkan Mayan pyramid, which also served as an ancient temple. This building was also one of the 7 wonders of the world and helped make Chichen Itza one of the most famous Mayan cities. In this next part of the video, our tour guide is going to show us the Mayan ball court of Chichen Itza. Now, this sacred ball game was played by lots of different cultures in Mesoamerica, but the Mayans particularly liked this game, and think of it as kind of a combination between basketball, soccer, and kickball. So this is the Mayan ball court at Chichen Itza, and people would travel from faraway places to see these games. The games are held for different reasons, sometimes for religious festival, other times just for some good old-fashioned entertainment. But you'd see at one end of the far end would be one king, or the Mayan king of Chichen Itza perhaps, and on this end over here would be the competing team and their leaders. Now, what's really cool about this is that the Mayans had excellent acoustics that could echo from one end of the court to the other. And so what one team didn't realize is that the team who was invited to come play, when the kings who sat at the far end of the court were talking with each other, they could actually hear the kings on the other side. So all invited guests better watch what you say. Here's a quick look at the hoop used during the Mayan ball game. Now remember, you can't use your hands, only your thighs, arms, or feet. So here our tour guide's telling us about this snake head along the side of the Mayan ball court. And these carvings show players, they're all different, 6 different players, and he's explaining to us that these represent players from all kinds of different cultures that would have come here to play.
There are 6 players and they all are different. That means only one thing, different cultures.
Different cultures.
His right hand, he's holding a dagger. Can you see the dagger? On his left hand, he's holding the other captain's head by the hair. The hair is right there. See it? The circle of life and death. Obviously, the skull is right here, means death. Round eye means life. From the mouth of the skull, you see a line going down, another line going up. That means that he's speaking. Right there is the winning captain's body. Look how the left knee is touching the ground. You see it? Yeah. Left arm, no head. From the neck, lines of blood coming out. 7 lines of blood, and the blood at the end will become flour. Winning captain's body. Losing captain holding the winning captain's head.
Losing captain holding the winning captain's head.
These balls, this one is pretty much like the original one.
Your mom.
And this was like the ID of the player.
Here's the ball that the Mayans would play with in the ball. So another cool fact about the Mayans is once they started the ball game, the ball, since it represents the universe, had to stay in motion just like the universe stays in motion. Once it stopped, the game was over. So on this wall are carvings of skulls of different people. And they're all different, and we know that if the Mayans wanted them to be alike, they would have. Our guide is telling us that these represent all the different human sacrifices. Alright, so I just finished up my tour in the ancient Mayan city of Chichen Itza, and our tour guide was pretty incredible. He has a master's degree in archaeology, and he filled my brain with tons of information I'm going to try and summarize for you, but behind me is this incredible temple that, that the Mayans would use, and it's symbolic in so many ways. First of all, you can see there are 9 step levels on this tower, and 9 represents power. And the Mayans, well, they might not have had a lot of natural resources that are valuable, such as metal. They used their brain for intelligence, and they were so smart when it came to mathematics and astronomy, and it's incredible today how even NASA scientists and the smartest people are mesmerized by how the Mayans figured out so many things, and a lot of it has to do with math. But you can see at the top where the king would sit at the top, and even as the sun sets down these different levels of the temple, it would light up the stairwell. It would almost look like there's a big snake head at the bottom. It would look like the snake is illuminating and kind of rising and lowering as the day goes on. But this place is incredible, and our tour guide kind of insinuated that people from all over the world would have maybe traveled here, not just the Mayans. Alright, here's another cool fact about the Mayans. So way up high on this temple, you would think you could never hear anyone speaking to you way up there, but the Mayans were expert at acoustics. So between these two buildings, if the whole crowd would be standing in this area, the priest at the top could be speaking to them, and they could hear me as if you were just as close as you were side by side with him. So there's another piece of evidence to show you how smart these people really were. And as far as the acoustics, you can stand here in the center, and there's these 4 different temples surrounding me in a circle. You hear our tour guide clapping. You hear the people behind me clapping, and you hear that funny sound in the background, kind of a squeaky sound. That's the echo of the claps. And in different positions that you stand in this whole area, you can hear your echo of your hands clap off of that building or that building or that building, and it's just pretty miraculous. So as we wrap up our tour of Chichen Itza, of course I had to stop and take a photo with these Mayan warriors. Thankfully, they decided not to take me captive and use me as a human sacrifice. Well, that's all I've got, guys. I hope you enjoyed your tour of Chichen Itza.